Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary life of Bruce Lee, the martial artist, philosopher, and cultural icon who changed the world in just 32 years. This is a story of determination, breaking barriers, and becoming a force that nothing could stop. Hit that subscribe button and let's explore the legend. Bruce Jun Fan Lee was born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco's Chinatown during the Year of the Dragon. His father was a famous Cantonese opera star, and baby Bruce actually appeared in his first film at just 3 months old. But Bruce's family returned to Hong Kong when he was 3 years old. Growing up in British-occupied Hong Kong, young Bruce was skinny, wore thick glasses, and got into street fights constantly. He wasn't a natural-born fighter. He was a troubled kid who needed direction. At 13, Bruce started learning Wing Chun Kung Fu from the legendary Yip Man. But here's what made Bruce different. He didn't just learn the moves. He questioned everything. Why this stance? Why this technique? What's the science behind it? His master saw something special, a mind that wouldn't accept, because that's how it's done. At 18, Bruce's parents sent him back to America. He was getting into too much trouble in Hong Kong, and they hoped a fresh start would help. Bruce arrived in San Francisco with $100 in his pocket and dreams bigger than anyone could imagine. He worked as a dishwasher, lived in tiny apartments, and eventually enrolled at the University of Washington to study philosophy. But Bruce never stopped training. He practiced in parking lots, parks, anywhere he could find space. He began teaching martial arts to pay for college, and that's where something revolutionary began. In 1964, Bruce opened his first martial arts school in Oakland. But the traditional Chinese martial arts community was furious. There was an unwritten rule. You don't teach Kung Fu to non-Chinese people. Bruce didn't care about rules. He believed martial arts should be for everyone. The Chinese martial arts community issued a challenge. If Bruce lost a fight to their representative, he'd have to close his school. Bruce accepted. The fight lasted 3 minutes. Bruce won decisively, but he wasn't satisfied with his performance. It took too long, and he got tired. This moment changed everything. Bruce began deconstructing martial arts. He studied boxing, fencing, wrestling, judo, every fighting style he could find. He read philosophy books, studied biomechanics, and questioned every assumption. Traditional martial arts had too many rigid forms and impractical movements. Bruce wanted something real, something that worked. He developed his own philosophy, Jeet Kune, the way of the intercepting fist. But it was more than a fighting style. It was a philosophy of life. Be like water, Bruce famously said. Water can flow, or it can crash. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Be water, my friend. This wasn't just about fighting. It was about adapting to life, being flexible, flowing around obstacles rather than breaking against them. In the 1960s, Bruce landed a role as Kato in the Green Hornet TV series. He was electric on screen, fast, charismatic, different from anything American audiences had seen. The show was canceled after 1 season, but Bruce Lee became a cult figure. But Hollywood had a problem with Bruce Lee. He was Chinese. Studios didn't believe American audiences would accept an Asian leading man. They wanted him as a sidekick, a villain, comic relief, never the hero. Bruce pitched a TV show called The Warrior, about a Chinese martial artist in the Old West. Warner Brothers loved the concept, but rejected Bruce for the lead role. Instead, they gave it to David Carradine, a white actor with no martial arts experience. The show became Kung Fu and was a massive hit. Bruce was devastated. Years of work, his own concept, stolen and given to someone else because of his race. Many people would have given up. Bruce got angry, and he channeled that anger into fuel.